Yo, yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Flesh and Blood stream. Let's see. Twitch is a little bit behind. Okay, that's fine. It is what it is. I couldn't tell if like the stream went down for a second or like what happened or like if my computer's lagging. I don't know what's going on. Either way, we here now though, and tonight we're gonna be playing some Cindra. So yeah, guys, thanks for being here. What's going on? Excuse me. I have made a couple of changes to the Cindra deck. I talked about this in my video that I posted Monday. I talked about it in our weekly World the Roads recap on Wednesday. Oh, excuse me. So we mentioned a lot of the stuff that's going on and some of the changes that I've made, but I've also got a couple of game plan changes that we're going to talk about tonight and things that I'm going to like kind of walk through and see. I think I need to adjust my camera up. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. We got a couple game plan things we're gonna talk about tonight, and that we can try to like walk through and see what's going on. I did get a couple of new monitors for the stream. I've been using the same monitor since I bought my PC in 2021. So I bought a couple of new monitors to try and use for the says they are. Hang on just a second. Let's see. I feel like that was way too much. No, that's probably about perfect actually. That should look better. I should have like the top of the towel. We got the Victor poster. Yeah, we got everything going on. So, all right, cool. So anyway, we got the camera fixed. We got everything going on. But yeah, let's do it. John, Brock, Rose, Damien, Ben, Stuart, the love of my life, my wife, Carly, Dave, Michael, Steve, Trent. What is going on, guys? Thanks for being here. I'm glad you guys are here hanging out. Let us take a look at the deck. I'm gonna spend a few more minutes tonight yapping about the deck before we jump into games that I normally do, because I have a couple of things that I want to talk about and I want to express about Cindra and where she's at and like kind of what I think we should expect from Cindra as we get towards like our world's meta. So we're gonna talk about some of the cards tonight. Hey Billy, what's going on, buddy? So, taking a look at Cindra. Oh, so by the way, guys, I do have one thing that I want to talk about. If tonight while I'm live, if something looks off, if you can't see all of the picture, or like if you can't see all the picture, or like if something looks off on the stream, let me know. I'd like to know what's going on, just because I set my new monitors up and I think I've got everything adjusted correctly. I did like a little like run through yesterday, so everything should be good. But if it's not, let me know and we'll work on getting it fixed. Hey, Jercode, what's up, buddy? Even my wife said yap, yap, yap. It's so true, though. It's so true, though. Cindra is strong. I did some games with her last night and beat all the verdants. I think Cindra's really strong, and she's going to have a really big impact. Going to have a really big impact. Don't forget to like the stream, ladies and germs. Yo, Trent out there with the plug on the like. If you guys are new and you would like, follow, and subscribe, it would go a long way. I would appreciate it. Damien, what's up, dude? Cindra good? Cindra good, agree. Cindra good. Cindra good. Stonks. Stonks, 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 stonks. Okay. So the first thing that I really want to talk about is I'm going to talk about Mask of Momentum versus Mask of the Pouncing Lynx. So I have been playing Mask of the Pouncing Lynx in my sideboard, and before we go too far, like Mask of the Pouncing Lynx is still in my sideboard. I'm not sure if I want to cut it or not. If I'm going to cut it, I'm probably going to cut it for a third Lava Burst in the sideboard that we would bring in when we bring in Mask of the Pouncing Lynx, or I'm sorry, for a third Breaking Point, so that we could have like extra Arsenal Disruption. My brain went two different directions right there. But Mask of the Pouncing Lynx is a little bit worse because I am down to 2 copies of Lava Burst. We're going to talk about that here in just a minute. But Mask of Momentum versus Mask of the Pouncing Lynx. And I posted a short about that today, talking about like momentum or mopal into verdants. So at the Star City Games ProQuest, I was talking to the verdants like in Swiss, and we were talking in the finals. His name was Darren. He was super cool. And he was telling me that Mask of Momentum scares him more than Mask of the Pouncing Lynx. I have played so many games against verdants where I have felt like I've gotten like little to no value out of Mask of Momentum because it has just like not really done anything. Like, there's just not been a lot of value to be had because, like, you know, we're getting Masco momentum like once a game, maybe twice a game if we're lucky. But after speaking to like some other Cindra players and some other Verdance players, they were telling me that even if we're not drawing off of it, the headpiece of like scaring someone into us being able to draw off the headpiece is more impactful most of the time than actually drawing off of it. Now, I have played games against opponents where like they clearly like was scared of giving me Mask of Momentum and they were blocking to stop Mask of Momentum at all costs. When your opponent starts blocking to stop Mask of Momentum at all costs, obviously you are going to get more value out of Mask of Momentum. Like, you're getting more value out of the threat of Mask of Momentum than you are actually getting value out of Mask of Momentum. And I think distinguishing the two is very, very important because high-level players don't always, like, they're better at blocking, is what I would say. And good Verdance players are going to know how to block. They're going to know what they can give up and what they can keep so that they can keep blocking around Mask of Momentum and still continue to apply pressure. Because Verdance is trying to throw as many physical attacks at us as they can. Now, obviously, like, the arcane spells are good closers. They do damage if that's their only play that they have in their hand. But they want to be throwing Fellings. They want to be disrupting us with Plow Unders. They want to be throwing Command and Conquers. They want to be throwing Cadaverous Tillings. Any 2-card 8 or 2-card 7 is really the way to go. Verdance has turned into like this like Bull-lander style deck where they're on like Cadaverous Tilling is their Wounded Bull in this format, or in like this CC meta. And so it's really interesting how you have to play a Cindra because you don't want to start blocking. Once you start blocking, you're in such a bad spot. And that feels that way for against pretty much every matchup that you play against as Cindra. So it's been a really interesting like back and forth for me. Tonight, I have changed all the matchups for all of the YouTube members and Twitch subscribers so that we're basically playing the deck as if Mask of the Pouncing Lynx doesn't exist tonight. We're going to be seeing how Mask of Momentum feels. We're going to be trying to like see if we can get a lot of value out of it. So that is what I'm aiming to do. So if there is somebody hanging out tonight and they want to play Verdance against me, like, I really need reps playing Mask of Momentum into Verdance to see how that matchup feels. So I don't know. Like, I'm very torn. I'm very curious to know how you guys feel about it. Hey, Annabelle, what's going on? Play it from the Verdance side. Amount of games where I've had to block inefficiently to stop Mask of Momentum is huge. Okay. Mom is the best. Okay. 90% of Cindra's cards are block twos. I think I understand the point you're going for, Michael. It's a little exaggerated, but I understand the point you're going for. There are a lot of 2 blocks in the deck, but there's also a lot of 3 blocks in the deck. So there's also a lot of 3 blocks in the deck. Hey, let's go. Mask of Momentum is a lie. Don't listen to this man. Yo, let's go. Annabelle with 9 months of Prime support. Let's go. Thank you so much for the 9 months, Annabelle. I appreciate it. Why did that not come through? Hang on. Obviously, I did not set up everything correctly. Properties. Yeah, that's my headphones. That is my headphones. And it popped up, but it did not. My headset? No, my headset's on. Hang on. My music coming through? Yeah. It didn't even make noises for you guys. Hang on one second. Let me see if I can fix that really quick. Okay, so my output device is set up as that for some reason. Okay, we're going to try this again later. Well, the music's supposed to be low, Shane, but yes, it is. Thank you. So yeah, if somebody, like, if you, by the way, we are 3 followers on Twitch away from 900. So if you guys are hanging out and you're not followed on Twitch, I would greatly appreciate that. The next time somebody follows or subscribes, we should hear music. Or not music, but like the sound effect. We should hear something. I ran your list yesterday too, but I did drop the anti-life game for Blood Runs Deep. Okay. Okay. Hey, let's go. Mr. Mustard 00. What a name. Thank you so much for the follow over on Twitch. I appreciate you being here and hanging out. Guys, if you are here for the first time or you are new to the channel, we got 3 questions we ask everybody when they're new. They are, what's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Tell me about yourselves in the chat. Love to learn more about you. Holden with the immediate unfollow. What's your plan into Mario? We bring in Art of the Dragon Scale to try and pressure like their flick knives. And then we also bring in the Shelter from the Storms. And we're on Mask of Momentum to try to get them to block awkwardly. Mom without Ninja is just not okay for the culture. And because it's good. I mean, to be fair, I understand what you're saying. Like, Mask of Momentum is a very, very good card. I am not on Blood Runs Deep. I'm on 0 copies of Blood Runs Deep because I think the card has a very high ceiling, but a very, very low floor. And that's why I'm not playing that card. Zen wasn't running Mom, but that's like crazy. No poppers? What are you talking about? We're on 3. We're on 3 copies of Battlefront Bastion. We're on 3 copies of Battlefront Bastion, Shane. I am playing 3, the best 3 single poppers that I think you can play in this deck. So, anyway, that's my shtick on Mask of Momentum versus Mask of the Pouncing Lynx. I also saw somebody say that they like to play Mask of Momentum into Verdance, but they like to play Mask of the Pouncing Lynx into Victor, like Bravo, Valda, all the Guardians, except for Jarl, I think, because you're obviously like you're just trying to get the get that extra Lava Burst value whenever you can. It's also a little awkward with only having 2 copies of Lava Burst in my deck, so I don't know. Blood Runs Deep feels trappy. I'm actually inclined to agree with you. Blood Runs Deep is so good. Like, Blood Runs Deep is an amazing card, but if you draw Blood Runs Deep and you don't have any daggers in play, like if last turn you win, like if you had 1 dagger in play to start the turn and you drew 3 cards that weren't Draconic and you didn't have enough fealty to really make it work or brand with Cinder Claws, so your turn is required to like block with Blood Runs Deep or like not get your daggers back, or maybe you have a hand that is all Draconics, and in order to play Blood Runs Deep and really make it a 0 for 4, you have to use Cindra to get your daggers back. I don't know. I just think the card is like kind of not great. It just kind of feels awkward and not great at times. I don't know. Only 3, can't wait for the winning in this time. Damn, Annabelle, that's cold. Are you handing out bandanas at Worlds? I had not planned on handing out bandanas at Worlds just because, you know, it's my thing. Not everybody else's thing. No assassin in this meta caused Cindra to become even greater. Actually, completely agree with you, Wes. I think that the lack of assassin right now. So I think DM Armada explained it this way in his video this past week, that Verdance and Gravy keep out all of the decks that pick on Cindra, therefore Cindra be ballin'. And I think that's pretty accurate. How would Cindra look if Brand was restricted? Michael, we were having this conversation last night. Annabelle threw it at me that instead of getting rid of Wrath of Retribution, she thinks we should get rid of Brand with Cinderclaw. Or was it Annabelle or was it Hal? Somebody threw that at me last night. And it was a really interesting conversation because you only play 6 guaranteed fealty generators in the deck. And then you're relying on 3 copies of Brand with Cinderclaw. Some decks are playing yellow Brand with Cinderclaw as well. So I think if Cindra was forced to not play Brand with Cinderclaw or was forced to only play 1 Brand with Cinderclaw, I actually think the deck would like take a pretty big hit. You would be required to play more cards like Lava Vein Loyalty or Mounting Anger or Mark with Magma to really try and make that like Draconic text come through when you needed it to with fealty tokens. So you're forced into playing the deck in what I would call like a suboptimal way to make the deck better. Honestly, if they got rid of Brand, you might just be playing like 9 blues and like spreading flames at that point and just going all in. I don't know. Hal said Spec, Bell said Brand. Yeah. I think what's keeping Assassin out is they made it a mid aggro deck instead of a control deck. I mean, yeah, they made the last one a control deck and it's already gone. So I'm also a Blood Runs Deep hater. I mean, I just think it's so mid. Have you listened to the Runaways? No, I have not listened to the Runaways podcast. I've had a very, very busy week at work, so unfortunately I've not had time with trying to like actually get things out. More mass, but more bricks. Oh, I think I think Rake Over the Coals is a phenomenal card. Rake Over the Coals is like one of my favorite cards we don't play. It just doesn't. It's so good, but there are so many misses in this deck that it's just super awkward. We are talking about potential Cindra bans. Yes, Dot. Please no 5. Please no 5 players have suffered enough. No. I think. Well, I mean, I guess if you banned or restricted Brand, it would have to like affect Phi too. That would be not great. That would be not great, to be honest. So we talked about Mask of Momentum and how I feel about that. The other thing that I want to talk about is I want to talk about how I have added Pain in the Backside. Pain in the Backside is a non-conditional, non-draconic go again 0 for 3 that has potential to be a 0 for 4. While I think Pain in the Backside is really good and it helps us as this non-conditional starter, it's not draconic, and we're losing some of the value of Chain Unders here. Now, let me explain why I made this change. These spots for 3 Pain in the Backside was a 3rd Lava Burst and was 2 copies of Art of the Dragonfire. I have made these changes because we are on breaking points, we're on Art of the Dragon scale, we have very, very high impact 1-cost Chain Enders in our sideboard, and I think having more copies of like just 0-cost go again cards means we are taxing Blood Splattered Vest less. So right now, if you take a look at this main deck, we have so few copies of 1-cost cards. In fact, the only like real 1-cost cards are Demonstrate Devotion. And if you draw that with an Ignite or with an Art of the Dragon Blood that has the fealty going on it, you get so much value out of it. So I think that Pain in the Backside just fits in so well with being this starter without making our hands less clunky, because between my ProQuest and like watching Cindra games over the weekend at Sydney, I just feel like there's so many Chain Enders we want to play that it makes the deck awkward at times. Also, let's go, John, with the 3 months of support over on YouTube. John, thank you so much for the 3 months on YouTube, brother. I appreciate it. It means a lot. Thank you. My 54 cards is equal to yours with only 1 difference. I have 2 Demonstrate Devotion and a 3rd Lava Burst. So if I was going to cut anything, I would cut down on, I would play 2 Pain in the Backsides and I would play 3 Lava Burst. I think you need all the copies of Demonstrate Devotion and Display Loyalty you can get your hands on. That is just where I'm at. You need all the copies of these fealty generation cards that you can get your hands on. And I've seen so many lists like you're talking about, Gamer, where like people are playing 2 copies of Demonstrate Devotion, but that's a pretty hard sell for me. I'm pretty tough to sell that less than 3 copies of 3 Display Loyalty and less than 3 Demonstrate Devotion is correct. I think the card just making that fealty generator is just so high impact. You could 110% convince me that 2 Pain in the Backsides and 3 Lava Bursts is correct, though. You should listen to the Double Tier List podcast. It's hilarious. Okay. So let me ask you this, Michael, and I don't mean this to sound bad. Is it actually informational or is it just funny? And I don't mean that to sound bad, but if it's really informational, I will make time to listen to it. If it's just funny, I'll listen to it after Worlds. Because right now I don't really have time for like haha content. All the content I am consuming right now is content that I feel like is educating me, pushing me forward, helping me make decisions around my deck and what I'm doing right now. So I'm watching deck techs. I'm watching people who are just rambling about things. Like if they're rambling about a deck that I feel is relevant, I will listen to it. But I'm not really watching things that are like, not what I would say like super educational right now. It's both? Okay, I'll carve out some time to listen to it. Dot said, this is why I think you should ban Display Loyalty. That would be interesting. If Pain hits, you are cosplaying Aurora with a Vest trigger. Card is crazy. I do agree, Martin. All the fealty with the amount of non-draconic Cindra is on now. Yes, completely agree, Dave. Completely agree. By the way, I can get you a Verdant Scam or 2 if you want tonight. Trent, I would love a Verdant Scam or 2, dog. That would be awesome. Nothing educational there. I actually strictly disagree with you on that. Also, when are you guys going to put out a new episode, dude? When are you guys going to put out a new episode? I keep waiting to give Chris more grief about K-pop Demon Hunters. For anybody who does not know, I watched K-pop Demon Hunters for the first time yesterday with Carly. It was phenomenal. It was an amazing movie. The animation was amazing. The story was amazing. Like the songs were amazing from start to finish. The movie was like peak amazing. I loved it so much. It was great. I'm probably going to watch it again this week. Like, honestly, I'm probably going to watch it again this weekend. I think it's generally the only card that makes sense to ban, since specifically hits Cindra the hardest. She loses fealty, which is something that's huge for her. I worry that getting rid of display loyalty is too much, to be honest, Dot. Like, I think that might be too much. Art of Dragon Blood, the one cost Ender Snatch, all really, really want fealty. That's true. Cindra doesn't need bans. The deck is honest. The deck is honest. I agree with you. Michael said finally. So anyway, those are the changes that I've made. We are basically just not playing. We're pretending like Pouncing Lynx is just not there tonight. I've also added in Warmonger's Diplomacy. I think I was on E-Strike in the side. So I was playing 3 copies of E-Strike in the side so that I could make certain matchups where I was playing a lot of Chain Enders less clunky. But now that I've cut Chain Enders from the main deck and we're on 3 copies of Pain in the backside, I'm now adding Warmonger's Diplomacy to the sideboard because it helps us against Marlin. It's good against Gravy. It has random play against like Vincent. There are other matchups like Kasai where it can get a lot of value. So that's kind of where I'm at, what I'm thinking, and what I'm playing right now. It just feels like it fits in the sideboard really well. Chris is going back to school right now, and I'm very busy. I mean, that's fair, though, dude. Life should come first. It's decent into Mario. I don't know that I'd ever play this into Mario. I just wanted to jump in since you said you were talking about some of the bans for Cindra, but I think it's only the only possible ban that doesn't completely ruin the deck or others. I disagree. You should get rid of Wrath of Retribution. Like, the best card to ban in the deck, if you are trying to, like, do the things that we are trying to do the rest of the format, where we're trying to take away some of the ceiling, but still have the deck be good, take away Wrath of Retribution. This card's ceiling is insane. It single-handedly gets you back into games. So I think that, like, banning this card, even though it's only a one-of, like, you're just, like, in my list, we're just jamming in a 3rd Lava Burst in its place, right? But I do think that banning this card is better than getting that, than getting Display Loyalty. I think Display Loyalty is too much. Fi needs new cards? You're probably right. The problem that the decks that eat Cindra alive are gatekeeping by Gravy and Verdance? Yeah, 100%, Gamer. I mentioned that earlier. I disagree. I think what's allowing Cindra to run rampant is they don't print good Disruption, Bandit, haven't printed good Ice for 3 years. I mean, yeah. There's not really, like, the only, like, real... I think the only legal Ice hero in CC is Jarl, and even then, we're just fatiguing you for playing Jarl. We're not even, like, really playing the Ice game plan. So I definitely get what you're saying. Like, a lack of Ice definitely has a big part to play in the fact that like, Cindra runs rampant. Trent, if you are hanging out and you want to play Verdance into me, I would love to jam a couple games, dog. What was the counter to Cindra, Michael? Aurora was awesome. Jarl auto wins Cindra, but Jarl loses to Verdance and Gravy. Actually, strongly disagree, Messiah. I think Jarl has a favored matchup into Gravy with being able to blow up Compass. The Fatigue Gravy has a favored matchup into Verdance, and I think it has, a winnable matchup into Verdance. Trent, I will shoot you a link, dog. Let's do it. Let me find you on Discord, brother. It's been a minute since I've sent you a direct DM. And I'm not going to blow up Trent. I'm not going to blow up Drew and Wally while we're doing this. I sent you the game link, dog. Let's do it. Trent, I appreciate you playing games into me. I'm very much so looking forward to testing against this deck. Cindra versus Verdance is a very intricate matchup, and I need more reps onto it. I need. What do you think about the Prism matchup? We're playing Paupers in the side, and we have to hope to get a little bit lucky, is my honest opinion. Oh, Art of the Dragon Blood is phenomenal. It's a great card. I cut it to make room for more consistent go again in my deck. Wrath does dictate the game in aggro matchups, which is why I think they should get rid of it. Slippy? Oh, yeah, Slippy's also a good example, Michael. Not even on the friends list? Drew, shoot me a friend request, dog. Trent, best of luck to you, brother. I gotta look. I cannot remember how I board to save my life. Ooh, I want to do it like this. We want opposite facing daggers. I've just got to start playing with the list that I've got buttons on. I've just got to start doing that. Let's see. All right, so in this matchup, we want to be on Art of the Dragon Scale, Authority of Ataya, and 2 Parched Terrains. Oh, we're still missing 2 cards? Oh, no. It's right here. Yeah, so Art of the Dragon Scale, we're no Bastions, no Breaking Points. Oh, that's why they're different. I did cut Mask of the Pouncing Lynx in this matchup, in this deck. Huh. Interesting. I wonder why I cut it and one and not the other. We can fix it after this game. We can fix it after this game. Going first is not great. We definitely want to go second if we can. Verdance, and we are going first. And now it's time to evaluate our hand. Uh-oh. Is the stream live? Can you guys... Looks like I was lagging for a second, but we're back. Okay. Yikes. We're going to Arsenal the Snatch and pass, I think. We're just not going to give Trent an out to be able to like put any Earth cards in the graveyard. So we'll just Arsenal the Snatch and set up for next turn. Hand's awkward. It keeps buffering a little bit. I'm sorry, guys. Yo, channel the Millennium Tree. That's against the law. Trent's a cheater. Cheater, 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 cheater. I hope he watches this later and sees me saying that. I think we're going to pitch the cut through because we need 3 Draconic Chain Links to get our daggers back. And then I'm going to emphasize using the empowerment on the Hot on Their Heels here. So we're going to go Burning Blade Dance, which is going to prompt Trent to block. Or if not, we'll just take the value of this card hitting. Wow, really? Okay, I mean, sure. I'm very intrigued by his thought process here. He probably has a D-React and he's wanting to save it. I mean, I guess we'll play this just to play it, get the value out of the card. What is Trent keeping? So, Lava Burst. We're just going to go all in this turn, I guess, since Trent's decided he wants to give me this hand. We're going to flick Claw of Viserikai. We do not need a resource. I feel like going this aggressive this early might be wrong, but if Trent's just willing to like take the damage here, I'm willing to let it happen. And then we're going to throw Snatch. Really? Okay. I mean, I'm very intrigued by his decision here. Very interesting. There's a world we were probably supposed to activate Cindra on, maybe we were supposed to activate Cindra there, Dave, on our turn 0. Trent's hand must be insane, I agree. So this is for 9.
Let's freaking go.
Yo, let's go. Ender, thank you so much for the sub over on YouTube. I appreciate you being here and hanging out. Guys, if you are here for the first time and you are new to the channel, we got 3 questions we ask everybody when they're new. What's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? I think this is a keep throw dagger hand and just take 9. I mean, taking 4, or I'm sorry, taking 11. We take 11 and Trent keeps this around again. So we're going to lead on brand with Cinderclaw. Ravenous Rabble for hopefully 4. Drawing Display Loyalty is great. I guess I'm supposed to do that technically. We're going to play this first and hope there's no prevention. Yeah, it feels bad. Actually, that's wrong. I'm sorry. That is actually just wrong. Yeah, this is fine. Go ahead, Trent. I'm supposed to respond here and do this so that we get to keep Mask of Momentum alive. We're not going to draw off the Throw Dagger, but that's okay. We got to keep Mask alive here, and then we're going to come in for 3. Trent's willing to give up his headpiece here. Okay. Makes a Ponder token. There is 1 Prevention floating, which lines up pretty well for Trent here. Jacob looking for a new card game in Onions? Well, Jacob, welcome to the channel, man. Welcome to Flesh and Blood. We're happy to have you, buddy. Glad you're here. So Trent's just willing to give me the Display Loyalty to keep his hand. All right. The Channel of the Millennium Tree is a little scary. This game's going very, very quickly. Put another tree into play. And then we take 7 down to 15. Keep a tree. So we need to start by activating the fealty and leading on the Ravenous Rabble. We're going to play the Fire Tenant Strike first, second to last. And the reasoning for that is that I don't want to give Trent the value out of Stonewall Gauntlet. There's Parched Terrain off the top of the deck. It trips me out when people have the same name as me. That's funny. Is anybody's name Zach? Does anybody have the same name as me? Are we all just like buddies? We all have the same name? That would be cool. Actually, that'd be weird, but cool. Holy trees, Batman. I hate trees in this matchup. Do you and Trent not agree on sideboarding options, Annabelle? Like that turn 0, I would have just pitched to Cindra for 3, Arsenal 1 card, and hope to draw better. It probably would have been the better play. We will be using our chess piece here. This game has been a very, very interesting Verdance game. I don't feel like it's normally played like this. So I think Trent's low enough that I'm comfortable just pushing damage at this point. Uh-oh, we're lagging. I probably clicked past too many times. That's right, Dot. Just start a fight, dude. Just start a fight. That was my answer to everything when I was growing up. Not really, but kind of. Yeah, we'll just let this come in. Me staring at Trent like,
show me what you got.
okay. Interesting. Just willing to go to 6 here. I mean, yeah. Like, we'll just come in for 4. Like, I'm willing to push the tempo if I can here. Yes, I'm going to yell at him after this. Oh, Annabelle, that's funny. No, I'm Dirty Dan. Okay, first off, that's an amazing... That's an elite reference. Like, referencing SpongeBob is the way to, like, winning my heart. The gauntlet isn't working because Trent blocked on an attack that did not have greater power than its base. Gauntlet says when this defends an attack with greater power than its base, they get -1. We did not have an attack with greater power than its base, so there was nothing there for it to like actually trigger. Wow, Trent went all the way to 2. That is terrifying, dog. I mean, Parched Terrain sucks, but we can put it into play. Hits the pain in the backside. He knew we had this. Okay. I think Trent not being able to gain life there might be like the final straw there. I think that was like a good window for us. We're not gonna flick because I'm not really interested in keeping Mask of Momentum alive. In fact, the first time Trent attacks us with a physical attack, that thing's going in the bin. In the bin, dog. Okay. Trent just trying to keep his hand. I will flick the dagger now. Trent plays Rubon Carapace in response. That's Trent's first decompose in 5 turns. Oh, part. This was one of those games where like Parts Terrain looked insane right there. We do want to spend a resource, right? Because we're gonna get our daggers back, and we're gonna attack with the Spell Void dagger here every day of the week and twice on Sunday. Force another card out of Trent's hand. It's totally worth this, in my opinion. Wow. Okay. And I love that this doesn't go away. We go to the end step, Parts Terrain trigger. We'll just get rid of Empowerment. It doesn't really matter. This hand is really, really good. We do not need the resource for anything. We block 3, take 4, go to 10. We can't die to even an amp here. So it's 3, 3, 3, flick, 5. I think this is fine. I think staying at 10 so that we don't die to even like a arcane twinning pitch, which is really good for us here. Trent just said first time ever playing this. Holy cow, this was incorrect. It makes a lot of sense, at least on like Trent's like train of thought now. Well, no, I'm talking about I was talking about him amping because of the arcane twinning that like literally discards. Why does all my stuff keep popping up over there? I don't like that. I got to figure that out. Why does it keep popping up over there? That's going to drive me crazy. Hang on, I'm going to have to like figure that out. Let me take some notes here. We did get a win. Parts Terrain draw when Op went for Heartbeat at 2 was insane. Op tried to race with trees, and we just drew more gas than they did. Feels like a pretty accurate representation of how that game went. Trent's going first this time, so we're going to go second. It is interesting because Verdance always picks to go first into me. But like I also would like want to go second. So Mask of Momentum did feel pretty good that game. Mask of Momentum felt pretty good that game. Hey, what's up, Thomas? How are you, buddy? What do you think will be the next set? A lot of really cool, rare equipment. Honestly, I have no idea what the next set's going to be, gamer. It feels like it could be a lot of things. I hope they do something really cool with it, though. Is there something in like my settings that like will like let? Yeah, see, like even this is opening over here. Hoping our flights don't get canceled next week, or we might have to drive. Honestly, dude, I gotta tell you, Thomas, I'm in the same boat, man. I am terrified of my flight getting canceled. Oh, Trent said he needs a new link that he got booted. Ah. Private game. I got you, dog. We get Trent that link. link, and we'll get a new game going. Isn't Aurora pseudo confirmed in Pin? It's the set after Pin, right? It's the set after Pin. I'm pretty sure. Penumbra, Monarch 3. Ooh. Or... Oh, Penitentiary, the Pits? That would be cool. Trent, best of luck to you, my friend. We've sideboarded in our cards. I'm ready to go. The rare equipment won't be for a year, right? Because they only start making it right now. I don't know about that. I'm still leaning to the next set being Penance of Solana. That would be cool. We do not have anything fun to do. I'm pretty sure I clicked that a second time. So we're definitely going to block with a Throw Dagger. Do we want to block with both the Throw Daggers? Probably, right? It's just the worst card in our hand. Yes, a Pits, Azuri, please. That's funny. Ooh. This hand is weird. I did not take this out in either of our games. What am I forgetting to sideboard in? I should have taken this out last game, and I didn't either. I'm supposed to take this out. I have it in my Verdance matchup, and I'm not supposed to. Oh, wait. No, I decided I was going to try it with it in to see how it felt. So I guess we're going to try and Arsenal this and see if it's any good. I guess that's going to be the plan right now. I am flying to Worlds. I am flying to Worlds. Hopefully, I'm flying to Worlds. So what if we go Pitch Snatch to Dagger, Hot on Their Heels, Blaze Headlong, Flick, get it back, Arsenal, the Wrath? I don't know. We're going to see how it feels. I hate pitching the Snatch. I would honestly almost rather pitch the Wrath of Retribution here and like go 4 wide. But I cut Wrath in this matchup because Wrath with Claw is not good. It's not a combo. In fact, I would argue that it's a non-bow. You see what I did there? Non-bow, because it's not a combo. All right, I'm done. I'm done. But yeah, I've been cutting Wrath of Retribution in my Verdance matchups, in my Verdance matches, because I don't like how it plays. Ooh, spicy. That's some new sauce. Fighting Spirit. Interesting. Interesting. Uh-oh. Did I lose the stream? Or did I just lose chat for a second? I did not lose the stream. We just lost chat for a second. So if you're chatting for the next, like, 10 seconds, I apologize. I'm not seeing it. Okay, it's back up. Just kidding. Yep, so we don't need a resource. We're going to pass. We are going to get a fealty token. We're going to get this back, which is important. And then we're going to pray like hell that there's not a Plow Under or a Command and Conquer. This is actually fine, right? It's actually kind of the ideal hand for us, right? Because we're gonna go Rising, Display, Hot on Their Heels, Wrath. Actually, we're gonna throw Hot on Their Heels second because I don't want Trent to block this so that we can get an extra fealty out of it. I only plan to Arsenal versus Burdens when they block to 1 card. That's normally been my game plan, but I think like that hand was like not really a choice for like if we want to Arsenal. Like if we wanted to play the Wrath, we had to hang on to it. I'm not a fan of Arsenaling in this matchup. Most of the time I don't. We're not going to have a starter for next turn, which really scares me. Because we're going to go Dagger. Boo. So we're just going to lose some value. It feels bad, but we're going to lose some value. So now we are going to keep Kunai. Since we got the Stonewall Gauntlet out of the way, we're just going to attack for 1 here and just pass. Like, I'm totally okay with this. We're just going to pass and just, like, take the 10-point life lead we got here and see what Trent does. I'm curious to know how Trent plays this one out. Now plays the Plow Under. Could have played that from hand last turn, right? Just block here. And then we're going to go... We don't really have a ton of reasons to save our fealty tokens. And I want to get our other dagger back. Maybe we just go without our arcane dagger this turn. So, pain in the backside. Fire Tenant Strike first. Ronin Renegade. Flick the Claw. Gain a resource. Put Parched Terrain into play. There are 2 blue cards in our graveyard, which is like actually incredibly awkward. We'll just go ahead and do this now so that we can try to keep Masca momentum alive. The resource is also really going to matter for later, but... And then Trent's probably sitting on another D-React, so he's just going to take the 3 and then sink below the 4. Makes a lot of sense. We will play Parched Terrain, not get our Spell Void Dagger back, and just pass, and then we'll banish a card to Parched Terrain here. I'm only here for the Lightning Greaves. Yo, Lightning Greaves is a heck of a card. Lightning Greaves is a heck of a card. Yeah, we're just going to take 8 here. I hate to fall all the way down to 26, but we're still up, so... I think the power could be Equipment Companion. Yo, are we talking about like a Ranger? Are you guys talking about like a Ranger? So I want to just throw these or use a fealty token. So the problem is that if he discards a Shelter or a Mental Block, my Cut Through does nothing. So I think we're supposed to save Cut Through for another turn. Or maybe we were supposed to be more aggressive. Burning Blade Dance, because it flicks. We have 3 fealty tokens, so I'm more interested in the Burning Blade Dance flicking a dagger for extra damage here. I want Trent to block here. Perfect. It's exactly how we drew it up, and then we're going to finish on a Snatch. We could have cracked a fealty to threaten go again with this. Yo, willing to give me both pieces of equipment. Wow. Curious to know what he's got. I can't beat Verdance to Cindra and it's killing me. It's a tough matchup, Nicola? Yeah, I hope I said that right. Yeah, it's a tough matchup. Beast Master Ranger. Yeah, Zach, get lost. Yo, fine. I'll stay out of this. Fine. Remember that when I'm not talking to y'all later. Remember that when I'm not talking to y'all later. Yo, Wesson 091. Thank you so much for the follow over on Twitch. I appreciate you being here and hanging out. Guys, appreciate y'all chilling and being here tonight. Remember, if you are new to the channel, we got 3 questions we ask everybody when they're new. They are, what's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? They always draw 6 arcane damage and put me to 6. It can be tough. It can 110% be tough with the like reach from the arcane damage. Yeah, we're just going to put the authority on the bottom here. The authority, not really a lot going on. We're going to take 8 and fall to 18. It's crazy how just 2 good turns of blocking and like 8 power attacks has put Trent in the lead. It's crazy. Actually crazy. The mod is playing a game. It can't stop us. I mean, listen, if you guys want to talk about like, you know, Ranger stuff, have at it. That's like the point of all of us chilling and hanging out. Is so, you know, y'all can talk about stuff like this if you want to. Shelter here is quite obnoxious. Although that is one blocking card down. Another felling would probably be backbreaking here. Like another felling would be pretty devastating. So Trent's gonna prevent this. We're gonna activate Cindra to get our dagger back. And then Trent takes 3. I would like to keep this around. Please and thank you. So this is actually not as bad as felling. Going to 11 is scary, though. I think we're just going to have to try and get aggressive. I mean, we did get 1 value out of this. Like, the parts... Like, it's weird because the parts terrain gets value you have to look for. Like, it's not just super easy to say, oh, the parts terrain did not get value. Because you have to, like, force them to not give you value at times. So, like, they're blocking with cards they would have wanted to keep, or, like, they would have, like, played Heartbeat to try and gain life, or, like, random things like that that don't always, like, pan out that way. Oh, why we need to ask him? Sure, that's fair. I'm going to throw this here. Trent just willing to take this. Interesting. Display loyalty gets blocked by a card. This is fine. We are just going to go Lava Burst, Snap, Lava Burst here because we have 2 very, very powerful Chain Enders. I think this is about as good a spot as we're going to find to give this go again. So Trent falls to 11. We're going to come in for 5. We're going to get 1 of our daggers back. Unfortunately, it had to be the claw that we got back. Trent had a clunker anyway. Huh, okay. Like, not having a starter scares me, but... Wow, this is weird. This is a weird hand. Please God, no mental block or shelter. Praise be. The Art of the Dragon scale actually lines up really well here, right? Actually lines up super well here. Do you think Cindra is simpler than Aurora? I don't know. They were both like just low to the ground 0 cost aggro decks that both have intricate sequencing. So I don't know that I would say one is just like easier than the other, but if I had to put one that was easier, I'd probably say Cindra. Like, if you put a gun to my head, I'd probably say Cindra. We're going to put this on the bottom. We're going to block here and here. We're forcing Trent to draw a 3 cost arcane spell, or I'm sorry, a 6 power arcane spell this way. Now, to be fair, if he does draw it, we just can't stop it. But by blocking this way, we are forcing him to have it. With as low as Trent is, I actually think it's important to do it this way. That is a ponder, but it's also 2 cards out of the way. We're going to flick this dagger at Trent. It's going to take nothing. But the Snatch takes his last card. I would like to keep this in play. Yes, thank you. So now that we have a full hand, there's not a way for us to get cheesed by a Burn Bear because we can block exactly 10. There has to be an Arcane Twinning discard for Trent to cheese us from here. Okay, so Trent drew the Burn Bear. I think last turn was Trent's window. I think we're safe now. I think we're safe from here. I think last turn was Trent's window to get us. This requires to be blocked, and then Burning Blade Dance just ends the game. Unless there's like a D-React in Arsenal. I guess technically it is correct to flick. Should have flicked a Kunai. That's technically incorrect. Just in case there was a D-React that he drew last turn. So what was... Well, I banished all my cards, but... The Parched Terrain was fine. The Parched Terrain didn't do a ton that game. The Fellings got Trent back into the game into a good way. I've got to figure out why that's doing that. Normally, like, it saves it if I drag it over here. What's the maroon argument? The maroon argument is that I was trying to gaslight Annabelle the other night. Nobody picked up on it. About the Quantum Ranger. Telling Trent that I'm taking notes in our game really quick here. Just like before we move on to the next one. Was able to get a win. Up through back-to-back 8 power attacks that got him, let's see, got them back into the game, was ahead early, but Fellings made it close. Forced Op to draw 6 damage, arcane spell to win, and they missed. We closed it out a turn later. Okay, 11-6-25, Verdance. We are going second this game. Trent is starting off pretty well. Got some stonks going on here on turn 0 with a little heartbeat action. Heartbeat's so good. I actually like this hand because we can flick the Kunai and end on the claw to get back to Kunai, which is pretty cool. So it's going to be Ronin Renegade. We're just going to go ahead and flick the Kunai now. We will gain a resource. It is Cut Through. That's fine. His headband is maroon. Here we go. 2 Felling is usually the requirements for a Verdance win. 2 Fellings? I feel like 2 is normally not enough. I feel like it normally requires a 3rd against me. Like the 3rd is like when you play the 3rd, I think as Verdance, you are in a very, very impactful seat. But I feel like the second one is like the first one is like, okay, the second one brings the game back to parity, and then the third one normally wins you the game. At least that's been my experience so far. That's what I will say. He was saying he was gaslighting me that just because he lost the argument and he's trying to save face. Listen, if I didn't want to continue to have the conversation, I'd time your ass out in the chat. I have zero shame. I have zero shame. And I'm trying to save face. Yes, because all of the other times we've had conversations, I've had so many problems admitting I was wrong. You guys keep living in Delulu land if you want to. Should we save this? I'm just gonna go ahead and play it. It's like mental block and like another D react or something. It feels bad. That lined up pretty well. Actually, nope. Shit. Shit. We can't undo it. Fuck. We can't undo it. Shit. So I guess I was going to get a resource there. I was going to get a resource there and then attack with the claw. But now we're going to flick the claw and then use our resource to get back both of our daggers. I hate using the chess piece to get back both of our daggers. Hey, Mello, what's up, dude? You see that video of Hot Dog from Duradark in your Discord? Thing just keeps going. No, I haven't had a chance to watch it. I saw he posted it, but I have not had a chance to watch it, unfortunately. We're just going to jam Flight Path in front of this. Cadaverous Killing as the first decompose is very, very impactful. And then it's, yeah, we have a really good hand here. Live reaction it for the stream. We might do that before we wrap up the stream tonight. That would be pretty funny. If Trent blocks here, we will flick. We're going to flick the Kunai. And then we'll throw the Ronin Renegade. No reason to gain a resource here. I do. I hate spending resources on getting daggers back. It's like the worst. There's no world we're supposed to arsenal this. We're just going to throw 4 push damage here. But yeah, I do. I hate spending chest resources to get back daggers feels so bad. What the hell's the other card pitched? Oh, Ring of Roses. I think this is a game where we're going to have to put Parts Terrain on the bottom. And we're going to have to go Dagger, Rabble, Blaze, Dagger. I does not feel great, but I think it's the play here. I hear someone's playing the best LL deck today. Are you streaming Marlin later again? Also, is this Tegan or Aurora? Yeah, who's streaming this deck? Are you streaming the deck again later? I'm not playing LL tonight, but how did you get purple buttons? Oh, you can change the color in your settings. I wonder if I can do it here. No, I can just change. I cannot change my color here. Unlike your home screen, you have an option to change the message. Oh, so Aurora, I do have a guest tonight, but it's not on stream. We are recording a video later that is gonna go out tomorrow. And I do have a guest, and we're gonna talk about the newest LL deck to take everything by storm. We are going to be talking about that deck tonight. I see Taylor is already talking about it. Yeah, I asked Taylor if he would come on tonight. And just kind of like, oh man, all right. So there's one value minimum. I asked Taylor, like, we're gonna record a video tonight. We're gonna talk about Marlin, and then we're gonna get it out tomorrow. I'm gonna get it out tomorrow because I wanted, like, I feel like, so somebody suggested to me earlier in my Discord, it was Dave, that a lot of people think the deck is a meme in LL, and so I'm dead set on having Taylor prove them wrong. What just happened? Uh-oh. All right, well, the stream's still here. Did Talishar just crash? Or is it me? I don't know what's happening. Yeah, I got Taylor. Aurora with the spoilers, for real. Don't give away my deck. Dude, I'm pretty sure every team right now under the sun is testing that deck for LL. The sauce is gone. The sauce is gone, unfortunately. Taylor is locked on Marlin for Worlds. Okay, there we go. See, when I come back like this, it doesn't save my settings. I guess it doesn't really matter. Uh-oh. Yeah, look, it does not have any of my settings saved. So, like, we want streamer mode enabled. I want manual targeting, and I always hold priority. Did I, like, did Talishar just crash? Is Talishar crashing? Just don't share my super secret sideboard tech. You have super secret sideboard tech? Did Talishar just go down? Let's see. I'm going to jump in the Talishar Discord really quick. Yeah, Talishar's down for everybody. Man, Sag. I would say, do you guys just want to see if Taylor wants to jump in and join us right now? But I'm actually very excited about getting that recorded and getting it out tomorrow. All right, so Talishar goes down the middle of the stream. No, not more ransomware on the free-to-play game with no billing information. That's right. The Talishar devs everywhere. Has been wobbling since I got hacked. I was setting up the code today to see if I can help at all. I know nothing about coding. I got you a TTS game. Dude, I don't even have TTS installed anymore. I haven't had TTS installed in so long. It's actually been a long time since I've had TTS installed. Well, I guess now's as good a time as any to like actually like update my deck with what I've been doing. Is Fabrari not working now too? Oh god. All right, so everything's just working really slow at my house tonight, but like you guys are still here. Like it appears everything is still working. Yo, let's go. Quinverse TCG with a $2 super chat. Let's go. $2 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Quinn. Appreciate the content. Yo, Quinn, I appreciate you being here and hanging out. Means a lot. I'm glad you guys are chilling. All right, so we're going to add in the third breakpoint because I think that's where I'm at right now. Third breaking point with the deck. That is kind of where I'm at right now with everything that's going on in the list. I do just think that the third breaking point is better than having Mopal right now. So I was talking to Spencer Horton, top-aided Calling Sydney, also known as boosting Spin Dog. If you haven't, you should check him out. He's really cool. And he was not playing Mopal at all. We're getting hacked by Riftbound. LOL. Knowing the league community, my bet is on Riftbound. My fault again. Plus, very bad testing games. Trent, not bad testing games, man. You're learning, dude. I appreciate that. Scramble said, yeah, same, dog. Same. You can have a quick look in the meme chat while you've got time. Yo, did we put some memes in there? Yo. Yo, Dave, this is diabolical. How? Oh my god, dude. This is pure evil. This is crazy. Yo. Yo. The last thing you see before you join the cult. Oh my god. Y'all take me out. Can I watch the hot dog video? Will that take away my ad revenue? Like I see, I like watching things like this, but I'm always so skeptical. Hang on one second. Let me like pull up the audio and have it muted for a second. Hang on. I have no idea what's being said. All right. It appears to be safe for you all to listen to as well. Hang on. It appears that it will not take away my Carly POV. Oh. Wait, what did Trent say? Yo, that's dude. That needs to be a sticker on Discord. We can make that. We can make that a sticker in the Discord. We can do that. That's no problem. Someone needs to green screen the background. He's never adjusting the camera again. If I do, it's going to be when my camera's off. All right. Let's watch this, and then we'll try to see if Talishar back up.
Meus amigos, colegas, amantes do Chili's Hot Dog, vamos fazer cachorro quente aqui da nossa amiga Luana, que veio direto de Valinhos para comer o cachorro quente aqui do Chili's Hot Dog, vai levar para viagem, comer em casa.
I heard hot dog.
Amigos,
I heard hot dog.
Vizinho, todo mundo para rachar esse cachorro quente de 2 quilos, que vai o quê? Vai o pão bem macio, bem gostoso. 4 salsicha bem cozidinha, bem gostosa da marca Seara.
Yo, is this guy putting 4 pork pistols on a bun? On a sideways bun? 4 pork pistols is wild work.
Deixando aquela coisa linda, bem feita. Tradicional saborzinho do
Looks pretty good.
Hot Dog campineiro brasileiro nacional.
What is that?
Por cima, o vinagrete sem cebolão, tomatinho.
What is that, onions and peppers or something?
Nossa amiga Luana vai comer, não vai deixar sobrar um grãozinho desse sequer.
Some
Pensa
corn?
num cachorro quente caprichado, bonito e gostoso, meus amigos. Olha só, acompanha só, dá uma olhada. A amiga de Valinhos veio para buscar esse cachorro quente no capricho.
Like dish? Is that rice?
Valinhos é uma cidade vizinha aqui, tem que
It's
andar
rice?
um bocado para
Is
poder rachar um cachorro quente desse com a família. Ela disse que já acompanha a gente várias vezes.
Does anybody know what language this guy is speaking?
Tá sempre com vontade. Hoje vai matar essa lombriga. Pensa, eu tô
what
achando
is
que vai ter
that?
que comprar 2. O cachorro quente
Almost looks like spaghetti, like really short spaghetti noodles.
Só pra matar à vontade não vai dar não, hein?
Got some beef going on there?
Vai ter que comprar 2, né, mano?
What have I tuned in for? Chris, what's up, dude?
Pra ela e pra família, olha lá. Olha o capricho.
Oh, is it pork? Got some pork going on there at the end? Yo, what is this?
Franguinho desfiado.
Yo, what is this?
Gostoso, dá uma olhada na delícia.
This is amazing. This looks awesome.
Pessoal falando que vai
Bro is indeed yapping.
também para comer esse cachorro quente.
Pulled chicken?
Hot dog no capricho, caprichado
Hot
no
dog.
bacon. Eita delícia, dá só uma olhada aqui que você tá perdendo, meu amigo. É o reboco campineiro, que é o purezinho de batata que a gente coloca por cima, bem cremoso, gostoso. Feito do original.
Mashed potatoes. Yo.
Original, batata cozidinha. Feita no dia, fresquinho, não fica na geladeira, não demora pro dia seguinte, não, amigo. O negócio é bem feitinho, é bem gostoso, é bem cremoso. Receita
I'd buy
da
this.
vovó há 30 anos trabalhando
What the
com
hell
hot
is that?
dog.
Is that mayonnaise?
No,
no. What is that? What is that sauce?
Maionese no capricho.
Is this Portuguese?
Olha o catupiry.
Brazil Casa do hot dog. Listen, this looks amazing. What is that sauce?
Olha o catupiry, que beleza. Olha o alinho. Alinho frito por cima, bem gostoso, bem crocante. Por
Looks
cima
like a
de
damn
todo esse
cake.
catupiry. O queijinho parmesão ralado vai colocando por cima também, olha só. E vamos colocando azeitoninha também. Olha a azeitoninha, mais bacon, que a gente pediu com bacon por baixo por cima.
How are we still putting more stuff on
Dá
this?
só uma olhada no talento, é o bacon cozido, não é frito. Bem gostoso, filho, dá uma olhada, feito com chimichurri e azeitoninha por cima sem caroço. Que é para quebrar a obturação do peão. Pensa, nossa amiga lá de Valinhos. Vai comer, vai ficar com vontade de saudade de voltar pra comer mais, olha. Pensa num dog bom. 3 dias e 3 noites comendo.
He just say doggy bowl?
Eita, Lelê. Manda um abraço.
How long is this video?
Né? Valeu, meus amigos. Obrigado.
3 minutes of whatever we just witnessed. That was quite a video. I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed watching that. I really enjoyed watching that, to be honest. That was that was wild. Like, it just kept going. Like, we started with bread and 4 pork pistols, and then after that, it was just wild. Oh, yeah, dude. You could knock somebody out with that thing. This seems like it's supposed to be in America. Honestly, Cody, facts, though. Yeah, the video just never stopped. It just never stopped. That was so cool, though. I mean, I'm here for it. All right. Anybody want to play Verdance into me? We played 2 games. Is Tally down? No, yeah, I'm using an ad blocker. Miss me. Oh, okay. Sign me back in. Looks like Tally's back up. Tally's back up. Yo, Damien, you want to play Verdance into me, dog? I'm not going to lie, that was a nice break. You're not wrong. Not wrong. Verdance? Because I need reps into Verdance? Like, I need reps into Verdance? Yeah, Damien, I know you wanted to play some sauce on the stream, dude, but, like, I need reps for Worlds, bro. Yo, Eric Thompson, thank you so much for the sub over on YouTube. Appreciate being here and hanging out. Guys, if you are here for the first time, there are 3 questions we ask everybody when they're new. And they are, what's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And especially after this video, what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Officially, all of them is now an answer, because after watching that video, it's all of them. All of them. Miss me, I'm dead. Some ad blockers you can turn off on site-by-site basis. I've turned mine off for Talishar. Okay, I might look at doing that if I can. It's called a slop. I'd call it a slop dog. Well, you know what? Sign me up for a slop dog, then. I did not like the way that sounded when it came out of my mouth, dog. It's also 1:30 a.m. I'm out of practice. It sounds like she's scared. Sounds like Annabelle's scared. Oh, I'm also subbed to Talishar's Patreon, which means I shouldn't get ads. Hang on. Well, now you're making me wonder. Oh, I haven't connected it, is why. Hang on. You guys are looking at my face. If you guys want, I'll, like, do one of these. Let me log in. It just keeps saying connect to Patreon. Like, yeah, I know what Talishar would like to do. Allow. That's weird. Yeah, I thought I reconnected. You'll get a slop dog next Thursday on the plane. Hey, Zach knows what's up, dude. What's up, Zach? Sign me up for the slop dog, AB 2025. Listen, there's some quotes of all time that we throw in here. There's some quotes of all time we throw in here. Patreon on Talishar is a little cooked, if I understand. Sag. Which cheesesteak are you most excited to try? I heard Angelo's is the best. I have not picked out a place yet, but I will be having cheesesteak. We'll probably be vlogging. I'll probably make one of my friends record me trying it or something. All right, we're just going to make a public game since nobody took me up on playing Verdance, and we're going to go looking for... I'm not going to put best decks in the format because Damien's going to join with his bullshit. Too far, too far, too far. Verdance. I want to play the big three. Like right now, I want to play the big three. That is like specifically what I'm looking for. Uninstall the Scottish filter? Dog, that's a YouTube thing. That's not a me thing, bro. I cannot fix that. I cannot fix that. Oh, yeah, we immediately get a Verdance game? Oh, it's Damien. Let's go, Damien. My man, thank you. Appreciate you playing. Appreciate you sticking one out for ya boy. For ya boy. Okay. Should we try cutting Wrath for a breaking point? Or should we be on Wrath? Yo, the Glizzy Gladiator is wild. So we're going to take like a 15-second poll here. Do we cut Wrath and play one breaking point or play Wrath? So I want to know, do you think breaking point or Wrath? You guys can just put like breaking point or Wrath in the chat, whatever you guys think is correct. My testing leads me to believe that breaking point is better, but I'm open to what you all think too. Glizzy Gladiator. God, name rebranding incoming. Name rebranding incoming. I can't wait to go to Philly and not have a cheesesteak because I hate steak and onions. I think you can get it without onions, but if you hate steak, I don't know what to tell you. Are you not entertained? Play Breaking Point. We had a few games of Wrath already. Just compare. Okay. I actually don't hate that. And Sean, I saw that you said Wrath, but I actually don't hate what Chris was saying. Because that gives us 4 1-cost enders in the deck and 5 0-cost enders. Yo. Yo, Pausarino, big dog. It's a me, a Mario. Always play Wrath, send a message. Fair enough, Martin. One more Talishar reset and that name will be mine. Dude, like I've already found a backup name for what I'm gonna like. I know what my backup name's gonna be 110%, because there will come a day when someone like snipes my Talishar name and I'm refusing to pay. Like I'll see you in hell. I refuse to pay. Refuse. So I don't know. Did it save all of my settings? Always hold priority, manual targeting, streamer mode. I guess streamer mode doesn't really matter too much now because I have all the bottom stuff covered up with shit. But, you know. Still, for real, for real. Aggro Boys 69. Is it something special, my little guy? Yo, it is definitely you could call it a special name. Was given to me by a group of hoodlums that I'm close friends with and treasure. Wolflick. We're going to be able to get our daggers back either way. Ayo, you'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. So we keep Mask of Momentum alive. 3 big ones coming at you. Air Goodman coming at you. Hoo-hoo! Always knew you'd lose, Peter. Suck failure, freaks. God, I love Dodgeball. Movie's so funny. Aggro Boy 67. 67! Oh, I love how uncomfortable that makes everybody when I do it. No. Sage. Whoa. I've also got the song from Big Time Rush stuck in my head for some reason. It's 2 damage worth the graveyard fill you gave. I'm not sure what you're referring to. My other option was to pass going second, and I don't think that's a good option. So I'm not. The graveyard fill that I gave, I mean, like, or fill. Sorry, not feel. The graveyard fill. I mean, we have to let Damien fill the graveyard. There's no other option for us, I feel like. We're just never arsenaling things. Dak, you'd love Heavyweights. Oh, dude, I love the movie Heavyweights. It's great. So I had never seen it until Carly and I started dating, and we watched it together, and it's hilarious. Ben Stiller was hilarious in that movie. It's also a phenomenal movie. Empowerment goes to the bottom. Block 1 takes 3. I hate giving up empowerment, but we just want as many 4s as possible. Oh, dude, Golden is such a good song. Golden is like the whole soundtrack. Chef's kiss. The whole soundtrack. I thought you were turn 0. Oh, no, Andrew, if it was turn 0, I would have just Arsenal and passed. I would have just Arsenal and passed if I was turn 0. Damien attacked me with Sirens of Safe Harbor on turn 0. Oh. Give up that headpiece. Although you have 5 cards now, it's a little scary. It's a little scary. It's a little scary. No. No. John and I are going for a Taco Bell run. Want anything? You know what? Honestly, if you guys lived close to that, I'd probably take you up on that. Taco Bell sounds pretty good right now. I like Taco Bell. It's a little expensive for me. Like as like Carly and I, like when we eat out, we go out to sit down somewhere because I hate to pay like 20. Like when we go to Taco Bell, it's like $20 for the two of us. It's like $20 or $25. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. But I do get it. Hey, Gavin, what's up? Hasbro announced Dolls and an MTG Sacred Lair. Wait, when you say dolls, do you mean like the... like what? Boo Cindra, yay Lyeth. If Lyeth was playable, we'd be playing him at Worlds, but you know, beggars and choosers and all that. I don't really think that playing Lyeth at Worlds is a smart choice. Like the stream to Baja Blast the Ops. I mean, I'm here for this. Yep. Give up the claw. It moves. A soft taco is like $3 in New York City. That's actually insane. $3 for one soft shell taco? That's crazy. Oh, Dolls of the Huntrix Girl? Oh, were they doing K-pop Demon Hunters? Crossover for MTG? Like as a secret layer? If the skins, so like in the Fortnite store, if the skins were available yesterday, I was going to buy them in the Fortnite store yesterday when Carly and I were playing, but they were gone already. It kind of made me sad, TBH. You guys just want to like stop playing cards and watch K-pop Demon Hunters together? Yo, low key, if I could keep my ad revenue and get away with that, I would do that. I'm buying so many of that secret lair. It's the price of living moss. You know what? Fair. Fair, Sean's wife. Fair, Sean's wife. You introduced yourself as Sean's wife, so I will be referring to you as Sean's wife. Like, I hope you're aware of this. I mean, listen. If you guys want this weekend, like, we might just, like, play some cards and, like, have a K-pop Demon Hunter watch party in the Discord this weekend. That could be a lot of fun, actually. Like, play some cards, like, test. Like, have whoever's testing share their screen, and then we'll also just have, like, a K-pop Demon Hunter, like, watch party in my Discord. Low-key, that sounds like fun. Yo, Chris, with 12 months of support, if only someone told you to watch the movie sooner. Chris, I know if I had any friends who told me to watch the movie before yesterday, it would have been awesome, right? Chris, dude, thank you so much for the 12 months of support over on YouTube, dog. I appreciate it. And also, thank you for telling me to watch K-pop Demon Hunters before I did, because Chris is a G and was telling me to watch it for like forever and ever and ever. It'd be so much fun. Test and watch K-pop Demon Hunters. You know what? Honestly, you twisted my arm. Worlds Watch Party? If I wasn't going to be at Worlds, I'd be down for a Worlds Watch Party, but I'm going to be at Worlds. So, you know, it's hard for me to have a Worlds Watch Party when I'm going to be at Worlds. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm just being weird now. And by now, I mean, like, pretty much since the dawn of the channel. I've been weird the entire time. I've been streaming for a lot longer now, so I feel a lot more comfortable being weird in front of you guys now. Oh, you want to have a watch party while we're at Worlds? That's an interesting thought. You know, TBH, I don't hate it. This gets blocked very easily by another card, which is sad, but I think it's worth it to take a 15-point life lead here before Damien takes his turn. Hang on, I have to think about this one for a second. So it's crack a fealty for pain in the backside, display loyalty pretty much no matter what. And then we have to decide, do we want to throw 10 at them and block with Art of the Dragon Scale? Or do I want to throw 11 at them and pitch the snatch for going in Arsenal for sure? Like, I don't know what Damien's sitting on right now. He's been sitting on it for a while, and he protected it from the breaking point. I don't know. This is a very interesting... We're going to throw the Art of the Dragon Scale. Actually, I'm going to Arsenal the Art of the Dragon Scale, right? I don't know. Maybe we're supposed to just like... Maybe we were supposed to block 3, stay at 21, and then just take the efficient line. Was probably the better play. Yes, I'm still here. Stop telling me that I'm going to become inactive, game. I'm not. I'm sitting right here. I low-key kind of hate when it does that. Like, I wish they would just give us, like, the rope thing that, like, MTG Arena has. Are you asking chat to Netflix and chill? I guess in a very weird way I am. I guess in a very weird way I am. Now you've made it weird, dog. Now you've made it weird. All right, we're going to flick the Vincerikai. We did chew through Damien's last piece of equipment by doing that, which feels kind of nice. This hand is... There's no way Damien meant... Yeah, I was like, there's no world Damien meant to pass right there. I was like, it's almost assuredly the felling, right? We're going to put the throw dagger on the bottom. And we're going to go to 10. That's the second mental block that Damien has pitched. Sean just screamed, I'm on my way. Oh, man. Sean gets me. Sean gets me. That's hilarious. I love that so much. What? The shelter actually hurts quite a bit right there. But I guess it's just another card to block with. Yeah. Third felling is bad. We can block Art of the Dragon Blood and this and go to 9. And then we can go 3, 4, 4. This is actually fine, right? Like at 2, mask is never going to matter. It's all about pushing damage from here. So this is fine. I think staying at 9 is correct. The fact that that was Command and Conquer instead of like felling there is such a W for us. It's crazy. Nah, you want to discard Shelter or Mental Block, and if you're willing to go to 1 to let that happen, I am like totally okay with this exchange. Because now if you want to discard Shelter and block, then so be it. That's fine with me. There's no reason to do anything. This is lethal. Oh. Okay. So Damien did have the Burn Baron arsenal, which meant if we took 6, we were dead no matter what. I mean, to be fair, I think that's his out, but I played that in-game about as well as I can. It feels like. Why does it keep popping up over there? Is there like a way to like set which side this pops up on? The blue on top would have been so bad. I've been on Jacob Clement's list. He was off pulsing Ether and CNC. Feels better into Cindra. Yeah, I've heard that people are now cutting pulsing Ether in for the Fiendal's Fighting Spirit, like Trent was playing against us, and it's better into Cindra, which scares me a little bit, but it also makes a lot of sense, right? So we did get a win against Verdance. Blocked to stay at 9 late in the game and denied the Burn Bear kill off Striders. Op played 2 copies of Felling. I'm trying to think of like what else really went right for us. Used Flight Path to throw Lava Burst, and Op took 5 to attack with E-Strike. I think the E-Strike block was actually, or the them not blocking with the E-Strike and the extra card was actually beneficial for us. I think that panned out better than if like they had blocked with it for us. I think that panned out better for us as if it would have been the other way around. Cindra, Gravy Bones, Verdance are the 3 heroes we're going to look for. Guys, while we are waiting to find heroes and people to play against, if you have not checked it out yet, make sure you check out the Codex Journal, !Codex in the chat. It is a fantastic product. There is all kinds of room for you to take notes. You get to keep life over here on this side, and you get to take notes about your game, like what you played against, whether you went first or second, how prepared you felt into the matchup. So it's a really great product to be able to help you kind of take notes, track what you're doing, and like just kind of like work through progressions as you're trying to grow with the game. So make sure you check that out. There is an Agroblaze version of the journal. There is a Breakpoints version of the journal, which brings me into my other segment. Make sure you check out the Breakpoints podcast, !Breakpoints in the chat to be able to check that out. Get the list of the full episodes there. But yeah, it's a great product to be able to help you like track your games and stuff like that. And you can use code Agroblaze96 to save 10% at checkout. Make sure you check that out. Yo, John over here got his breakpoints in the mail. You love to see it. You love to see it. Taking mine up to my Battle Hardened on Saturday. Yo, Cody, let's go. That's awesome. Are you playing the Rochester Battle Hardened? Aaron, let's go. Said, I like your shirt today. Aaron, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I will go first. I actually think this is correct from the Verdance player. Breaking Point felt pretty good that game. We're going to try it again. Breaking Point felt pretty good that game. We're going to try it again. I think that Verdance wants to go second. This is an easy Arsenal the Ravenous Rabble, I think. We don't want to let them gain life. We don't want to let them do it. Like, we don't want to let them block. That kind of sucks. We'd have to give up a counter to be able to do this. I still think we're just supposed to Arsenal the Rabble and pass here. Kind of feels bad, but I think this is what we're supposed to do. All of the shirts are maroon? Yo. Shirt gives GTA Vice City vibes. You know what, Captain Morgan? I like that. I love GTA. Like, I played a lot of GTA 5. Did not play a ton of Vice City, but I'm here for it. I'm here for that. That's a nice compliment. It's a nice compliment. All right, so let's lead on a card that they don't want to block. Three. I love that they block here. It's exactly what I wanted them to do. I am going to use the chess counter to be able to throw this as well. Although I guess I don't have to. We can just go 4 into 4 and save the counters for like other impactful enders here. Which I'm totally okay with as well. Oh, they have a defense reaction? Sure. Shelter from the lap. What? Four. Sink below. Sage. Let's grab our daggers back and set up. They're still up 3 points of life, which is unfortunate. But we do have a good turn where we're able to take tempo and get our opponent off of playing offense here. We're gonna go 3-3-4-4. Try to push mask here if we can. Sean asked, do you want Prism games into Aurora? I mean, yeah, I'd love to play against Prism. Is he playing Prism in LL? In what world is Sean not just playing Dio in every format known to man? That's like Sean's whole thing. Like Sean's shtick. I would love for this to hit. Would love an extra fealty token. I'm also totally okay with buying 2 pieces of equipment like this. It's kind of obnoxious. I don't think we're supposed to Arsenal this. As much as I want to, it's tempting to try and hang on to this. I don't think it's correct. Calming Breeze is spicy. I've seen a lot of interesting things. Calming Breeze is not one of them. Not from this deck, at least. I've seen Calming Breeze from other things, but, like, was not expecting it from this deck. Wonder why. Wonder what the thought process was there. Pretty good hand here. Our opponent's blocking pretty efficiently, which is admittedly kind of like obnoxious because we don't want them to block well, and good Verdance will block very efficiently. So I think I'm okay with just flicking here. We meet the Draconic Chain Link requirements this turn. I'm going to hold off. There are, like, I kind of want to just, like, throw this here with the Claw. I kind of want to use the resource for the Claw here, but I'm also like, do I? Because I don't think I do. I really don't think I do. I think they have an Arsenal Disruption piece that they're sitting on. It's the only logical reason as to why they would have Yo, what? I feel like it's got to be Arsenal Disruption. I don't know why else they would just keep sitting on it. Oh, that's abysmal. That's abysmal.
Go. You love to see
Yo, let's go. What is that? Pio Cyan. I really hope I said that right. Thank you so much for the follow over on Twitch. I appreciate you being here and hanging out. It means a lot. Appreciate you hanging out. Guys, if you are here for the first time or you are new to the channel, we got 3 questions we ask everybody when they're here for the first time. And they are, what's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Tell me about yourself. I would love to get to know more about you guys. So with the 1 prevention, we're going to use Flick. Now we're going to play Throw Dagger. We are going to hit. We're not going to gain a resource. And then I'm going to throw Art of the Dragon Scale with the active on hit here. I do not like arsenaling Throw Dagger, but I think the idea of arsenaling this is better. Yeah, I think we could have let the chain link go and then just pitch this away, but yeah, see, I knew it. I knew it was there, but I don't really think we had a choice, right? And like, to be fair, that's like kind of like they were gonna play it this turn regardless, I think. We can block 3. We're just gonna go 3-3-4. Just gonna be the play here. Can they fatigue you? If they set out to try and fatigue us, they probably can. It's not very easy for them to do, but they can. There can be draws that allow them fatigue us, yes. Sean said Dio's lit. I mean, Sean's pretty good with Dio. I'm not surprised he feels that way. It does look like they're trying to fatigue me a little bit. It's honestly kind of how it feels. I'm assuming they have multiple D-reacts here. We're going to flick the Vincerikai. I'm not going to gain a resource. I'm okay with just being down the claw. Rootbound Carapace, yeah. Like, their draws are lining up very well, and like we're not doing anything that's going over the top or making it awkward for them. Like, technically, they have 38 cards in their deck, and we have 40. See, this hand's a clunker. This hand's awkward. I think we're just going to block 8. Actually, should I block differently? Should I keep the cut through? No, this is fine. We'll just block 8. I'm pretty content with just like keeping my life total up here. See, now they're up on cards, which does scare me. And we are like setting up an arsenal for them to disrupt. And we know they're on CNCs. So it does scare me a little bit. But I think that with our hand, we don't have much of a choice. Yeah, see, this is pretty unfortunate. Because now with full tempo like this and no parch terrain in play, also 7 turns and no parch terrain is kind of crazy work. I mean, their 4-card hand converted with no D-reacts. I feel like that's pretty unfortunate for us. I'm going to correct myself. That is more than pretty unfortunate. That is extremely unfortunate for us. That is extremely unfortunate. Their 4-card hand converts, and they had a felling. Ugh. Like, if they draw an arsenal there, like, if they draw like a defense reaction, they're just kind of like forced into arsenaling, which I would like to see. I assume we're also going to get the gauntlet here. I mean, a D-React and Stonewall Gauntlet would technically, like, shut this down. So we're just going to let it go. Because even if we flick, we don't gain a life. We don't get to do anything here. I was going to flick and throw this, but there's no reason to. The Calming Breeze is there. Okay, well, their hand sucked at least. So at least something good came of that whole exchange. I should lead on Pain in the backside there. It's just a mistake to not lead on Pain in the backside. And again, so now we're stuck in this, like, damn if you do, damn if you don't scenario. Where, like, we can't just not have daggers and, like, play to snatch here. Is there a... No, they have one floating. They have a prevention floating. So we're just supposed to throw this, right? Because they blocked 3 and then discarded the mental block. I guess we're just going to do this so that we get the value. They just take 3. Interesting. This game has been very, very bizarre. Take 8, go to 18, and then our hand lines up pretty well. Our hand's pretty solid. Today he is aggro and he is blaze. We are doing the trifecta of the, or I guess not the trifecta. We are the duality of aggro blaze today. We're getting it all. We're getting it all today. Okay. It's unfortunate, but it's fine. Like, all their cards block for 4, and it's like, sure. We've not used a counter yet, and it's turn 10. So I'm going to, so that we can end on the Claw of Vinserikai. It's worth at least 1 more point. I mean, we've seen 2 Art of the Dragon. We've seen all 3 Art of the Dragon scales, which means we should just get aggressive with the rest of our counters to this game. I think just throwing 4 is fine here. And then we're going to throw Claw. Activate Cindra. Get our other dagger back. This is probably going to be the 3rd felling, right? The 3rd felling. There's only been 1 felling played. Interesting. Oh, that's right. We had the, like, total brick hand in the middle where, like, our hand didn't do anything we wanted. Like, God, see this hand. Like, we are so close to having a great hand right here. So, like, right here, we have to pitch Burning Blade. Like, we're going to take 8 and go to 10, which feels bad. No, it's the trifecta. We're always 96. I like the way you think, Martin. I like the way you think. Guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here tonight. I appreciate you guys chilling. I know that we've played, like, 4 Verdance games in a row, but we're trying to get, like, actual, like, heavy meta practice in. So I appreciate you guys hanging out and chilling. We're going to skip on the counter for now. There's no reason to right here. If they had a shelter or something, they would have discarded it already. Yeah, we're going to come over the top of nothing. We are going to flick. There's still no need for Use a fealty token, come in with Snatch. They do have another defense reaction. I mean, they've also had like all of the defensive pieces when they've needed to have them. Like having 2 D reacts right there was pretty bad, right? Right, they had 2. Yeah, they had 2 D reacts in hand. Like, just to clarify, not one of those came from Arsenal. Both of those came from hand, which is pretty unfortunate because they had 2 D reacts and probably a blue and a felling. No, a burn bear. So we're probably just dead to whatever they just arsenaled, I'm assuming. Because I'm assuming they arsenaled the kill shot. Technically, we can pitch our entire hand here. But there are so few things that we're actually insulated from. This is like a turn when we needed to have it in play. Pitch 3 cards to activate Cindra. This resolves. We go to 2, and then Waning Moon kills us. We're going to have to like really take a moment here and like dissect what went wrong that game. Like, we're going to really have to dissect what went wrong that game. I'm going to have to figure out why that keeps doing that. That shit's driving me crazy. I don't think so. So Monique, I don't think we're supposed to arsenal in this matchup. Like, I think arsenaling is like just incorrect most of the time. So the 2 copies of Calming Breeze were actually crazy. So they're on Shelter, Calming Breeze, and the rest of, and Mental Block, and all of their defense reactions. Actually kind of wild. Calming Breeze was interesting. I mean, it's easy to chalk this game up to Calming Breeze, but like Calming Breeze did slow down for... We had a hand that was Authority and 2 Throw Daggers, so we had a hand that was like virtually unplayable. Is Talishar down again? Talishar down again? No, okay, it's just taking a minute to load, which is fine. I'm okay with that. All right, so let's see here. Sorry, I gotta put my shuffling cards down here so that I can write some notes about our game. Verdance. That is not how you spell Verdance. We went first. We did lose. Op was on Calming Breeze with all the other prevention effects. It did feel like they had prevention effects almost every single turn that game, which is really interesting. Kind of crazy to think about. Op was on Calming Breeze with all the other prevention effects. Hand with Authority and double Throw Dagger forced me to Arsenal and gave Op extra value. And gave Op extra value off Plow Under. Because if that would have been another card that we could have just like attacked them with, it would have been a lot better for us. But I mean, to be fair, we are 3-1 into Verdance tonight, which is like pretty good. That's a pretty good place to be. I'm very surprised that I got a Cindra Mirror earlier and they left. Like, the Cindra Mirror is like something that, like, you're playing at World, you need to play. A lot of Verdance are running a lot of heavy defense decks on Talishar, I've noticed. I mean, there's like, the Calming Breeze was interesting because it felt like they had a prevention effect every single turn, which is always so interesting. All right, let's see what we got in this matchup. Gravy Bones is we wanted to go second, which our opponent picked to go first. So we're on 2 Art of the Dragon Scale, we're on Authority, and we're on 3 copies of Warmongers. Yep, that's right. And we're playing Warmongers basically as like other copies of Chain Enders here. to like be able to like try and slow them down so that they have to pick one or the other, which I think is interesting. Mental block, yeah, is also another good one. I think in that situation it was okay to Arsenal. Even if it was not, I think we should at least think about it. Like checking the graveyards and thinking about everything Draconic starters we have left. Okay, that's fair, Madik. I'm in for that. I don't hate that at all. Okay, so they're on all the usual suspects against us. Start with a portside exchange. Like to see a ley line down. Do we want to pitch our hand? I don't think so, because we're going to pitch to dagger, cut through, resource, demonstrate devotion, lava burst. I think this hand's fine. Like, I hate pitching the hot on their heels. I kind of wish that, like, one of our cards, like the cut through, I wish the cut through or the hot on their heels was like a non-conditional starter. My hardest thing is knowing how to utilize my sideboard correctly. It can be tough in a lot of matchups. It can be tough to know exactly how you're supposed to utilize your sideboard. Can be a tough thing to figure out, for sure. Also, the fact that our opponent did not put an ally into play. Oh, I should have gained a resource off of the dagger attack. See, missequencing is going to cost us mask this turn. Literally, missequencing is going to cost us mask this turn. Okay, maybe not. Ooh, they hit a Sawbones off the top. They did not know that was there. Blind hit Sawbones, actually kind of insane, right? They had 2 Blood in the Waters this turn. Okay. I'm honestly surprised they're on Blood in the Water and not Shelter. I know that some people have been like kind of like pivoting towards like Shelter in their sideboard of their Gravy Bones deck, so just a good solid turn. I refuse to Arsenal this matchup unless, again, like it is physically impossible for them to conk us. And there are so many hands that they can conk us with, it's hard to Arsenal. No, they tapped Compass on their turn, right? Oh, never mind. Yeah. It was not blind. I mean, it was a good hit regardless. Like, Compass let them know, but it didn't matter. It was still like just a crazy good hit off the top of the deck. I forgot that they compassed on their turn and our turn because they do it at the end of their turn. Dudoi. Oh, hitting a Shelter is crazy work. Also tells us that we're pitching to Throw Dagger instead of trying to get value out of it. Or is there a world where we're blocking with the Throw Dagger? And we're just going to go 3/3 flick Warmongers? That's just better, right? We're going to go Ronin Renegade at the Sawbones, Burning Blade Dance at them, break the combat chain into Warmongers. We want to get this off the board, and we also want Burning Blade Dance to like try and we want Burning Blade Dance to like give them a decision, quote unquote. Because I want them to give us a card here. Yeah, this is perfect. And so now they have Shelter. I definitely should have flicked there. Sorry, opponent. It's not going to let me back up any further. Okay, that's fine. If they have 1 life at the end of the game, we'll remember that we made a mistake. We're going to choose War. They chose Peace, which means they're probably just going to put an ally into play. Our hand is not the best. How do they get a pitch? Chart, tip, pass. Yeah, this hand's a little awkward. We're just gonna Arsenal the Snatch, I guess. I mean, I guess we don't have to. We can actually just pitch the snatch to the dagger. Which means I should have led on doing that. This was actually a missequencing of my turn. Yeah, I should have led on this because now they're just going to give hook. Yeah, this was a horribly played turn because I decided halfway through the turn that I wanted to do something different. And this is a key example of why you should always stop and think about your turn. Because now they're just going to give me the shelter that they arsenaled here. They're going to give me the shelter that they arsenaled. Yep. We're going to get our dagger back and we're going to pass. That was a horrible turn. So I think Shelter and Sink Below is better than Blood in the Water. Rigor Mortis, okay. If you've hit with a dagger, this combat chain. So it does not have to be an opponent. It just has to be... So this turn is very obnoxious. We're going to take 8, give them a gold, and then they're going to put Rigor Mortis into play and attack us for 6. And if we had Arsenal to Snatch, we would be in a terrible spot right now. Not that, admittedly, this is like a great spot. The fact that they still have all of their equipment is a little not great for us. We're going to pitch Authority and attack them. We are going to use the Flight Path as a way to give Go Again and play Warmongers, I think. I think we just want to make sure that we get Warmongers here. Getting Warmongers into play is good. Oh, I should write down that we're playing Gravy. Okay, or they just drew the Shelter. Thankfully, the dagger hitting the Rigor Mortis is going to get us there. If they block here, we have to consider... Okay, well, they did not block there. I was going to say, since if they block there, we have to consider if there is a world where it is correct for us to arsenal the Lava Burst. But if they're not blocking, they're trying to keep cards, I don't want to get got by Conk. Getting got by Conk is one of the worst things you can do as Cindra. At least in my opinion. I think it's a pretty backbreaking feeling to get got by Conk. We did go second into Gravy Bones. We want to flick this dagger. That's mostly just because I like to get daggers back in a specific order. Draw off Mask of Momentum. Activate Cindra to get our dagger back. Break the combat chain. Warmonger's Diplomacy. And now we're going to arsenal the Art of the Dragon Scale. We're going to pick War as well because our entire deck is just War, basically. They hit one from hand. So right now our hand is 3, 3, 3. Pitch this to attack with Art of the Dragon Scale, and then flick to gain a resource to get our daggers back. Or we just get to go 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4. I mean, regardless, we're taking 2. That doesn't matter. Like, taking 2 here is, like, completely correct. Denying them an entire turn cycle, I feel is pretty good. We're going to lead on pain in the backside. Because I want them blocking early. Shit. Are we about to play this game with 1 dagger? We are. We sure as shit are. Yep. That sucks. That sucks. Bro is saying swear words in there. I mean, when they put a sunken treasure on Chainlink 1 and I don't have a blue, yeah, there's probably going to hear some not nice words come out of our mouth. That was that's a rough hit for us. So we're going to gain a resource. We're going to attack for 4, and then we're going to buy our dagger back, not daggers. They have a lot of equipment. I would be surprised if we didn't see some of it here. I mean, they could also just give me mask. Like, it doesn't matter. I'm not doing anything with it. I have a blood in the water. Sure. Are you going to blind flip? A lot of people will. Or I get it's not blind. They knew it was there. 1 card hand that puts Chum into play includes Chart the High Seas. I'm pretty sure is the only 1 card hand. Okay. Riches to like basically just like cycle a gold. See something else is not bad. Pitch jittery bonus to draw a card. A 3-year-old child is watching the stream and he's very shocked. Well, Gavin, I apologize. If your child is watching, I apologize. That's pretty good. Fiddler's going to go to 22. We're going to end on Brand Flick into Art of the Dragon Scale. Ignite, Dagger. Okay. I mean, to be fair, threatening to make 2 more gold on something I definitely don't want to block is pretty solid. I do think we need to kill the Oyston, unfortunately. This hand is very, very good. I do agree with you. This hand is actually insane. All right, we go upstairs. Dagger at the Oyston. I know it creates another gold, but I just don't think we can leave an ally in play for them. I don't think it's correct. Talashar's lagging. We're going to give it a second. The scale do the Jarl thing and break compass. Sadly, Donald, it is not. You are not able to break compass because it does not have a value with Art of the Dragon scale. Maybe I need to refresh. Nope, we're just lagging. Yeah, internet's just lagging right now. Stream's still here, thank God. That always like scares me when it starts lagging. If you're willing to waste my dagger attack on a fearless confrontation to protect your Oyston, I'm okay with that. If Oyston stays in play the rest of the game, like we're probably not going to lose because of that. So I'm okay with that. All 3 Blood in the Waters. Have we seen a Sink Below yet? No, we've seen Shelters. And we've seen 2, right? Yeah, 2 Shelters. So there's more than likely 1 defense reaction left. Yeah, dog, I'm not interested in killing your Oyston. I was just going to do it because it was convenient. I think that was a waste of a fearless confrontation. TBH. I mean, maybe they feel like protecting it is like super necessary. I don't know. So this has a lot of interesting, like, this has a really interesting, like, play into how they play out the rest of this turn. Because getting rid of quick dodge flexors would be massive. This would also be Mask of Momentum if it hits. I mean, okay, I am comfortable getting your flexors off the board and also arsenaling a pain in the backside. We're also up 10 points now. Now, with 2 cards, it is possible for us to get conked, unfortunately. Do we have a 3 block that we would rather block with? Ooh, we can block with a 2 block now. What if we block with Rising Resentment and Mask? And then we go Brand at Chum, Pain in the Backside at Chum, Display Loyalty upstairs, Empowerment. Would require us to have Mask, right? Yeah, so we should just take 4 and discard our our Rising Resentment. I wonder if there's a world where we're supposed to throw the throw dagger at them. I want the value of display loyalty. They're going to get to balance here this turn, which is like fine. It's annoying, but it's overall better value for me because I'm drawing a card off Mask and I'm playing offense. Them having a 4 block here would be pretty devastating. 4 block would be pretty bad for us here, I think. That is crazy work. I mean, it's going to pan out for you pretty well to block with balance up front like that. Wow. How many conks have we seen? 1, 2. 2 conks? I'm tempted to Arsenal this. I'm tempted to Arsenal this. I think arsenaling this is the key to them getting back in the game, though. No, he was at 7. He blocked with it. He got the value. Our opponent blocked and got the value they wanted with it. They let me draw off the Mask, which means it's in the damage step, which means they waited correctly. They're screaming right now. I think that's all 3, right? All 3 in 8 turns is crazy. That drawing that off of the top might have won us the game. Because they can just like set up and put things into play, but they can't actually like threaten to kill us here. You would have Arsenal there? You would have Arsenal there, Damien? Fire Tenant Strike first at Sawbones. Pitch Pain in the backside to attack them for 2. There is no way to play out our hand and get our dagger back here without cracking the fealty token. So we crack fealty. Fire Tenant strike first. At Sawbones. I mean, we have to get Sawbones off the board. Do we need to kill Swabby too? God, I would kill to have a chess piece resource right now. We're going to go upstairs. It is technically 4 into 4. Discard Riches. Wow. Their hand must be tough. Do I throw this at Swabby now? So now that that has hit, if I throw this at Swabby, we kill Swabby, draw a card, throw 4 more at them. And no matter what, we're getting the draw here. I actually don't care which one resolves first. What if we throw 3 at them and arsenal this? I don't like that because it means that they have a chance. They could actually go... Oh, man, this is a tough decision. Because we've seen 2 conks so far. I don't know. Yeah, I think we're supposed to attack with the display, with the demonstrate devotion. What happened? Don't tell me Talishar. No! Talishar just crash again. You gotta be shitting me. Talishar just crashed again. Yeah, somebody literally just a minute ago just said down. Well, man, that sucks. So, that feels like a game we were winning to me. Should be back to working again. Oh. Oh, they literally just said they were going to like try and restart the server. All right, so guys, I'm going to be honest. I'm marking that down as a win. Like, I don't really know what could have happened there for us to lose that game. I think we should have, since the third Conqueror was on the chain that they blocked with, and they had already activated Gravy to try and save that hand, I think we're supposed to throw Display Loyalty at them and Flick, and then Arsenal the 1 for 4 and set up for a better hand where we can do something better with it. Yeah, I'm gonna mark that down as a win. Game ended early, but we were up 8 life with only 1 Oyston on board. Needed to draw a hand that pressured lethal next turn to win the game for sure. Arsenal, demonstrate devotion, and throw, display loyalty. I'm just going to make a note about that because it's something I'll be able to like go back and reference as like a point for us to be able to talk about it. Yo, I am so sorry. I missed a chat from somebody on Twitch from earlier. Benjamin, I got into Fab because of some of my friends recommended it, and they were right. And as a French, I only put mustard on top of my hot dogs. Okay, well, let's go. So Benjamin, I'm sorry I missed your message, but Benjamin, welcome to the channel, man. We're happy to have you, and I'm glad you're here hanging out with us. Yeah, it didn't crash. They restarted it, so I don't know. Like they restarted it, it crashed. Tomato, potato, sort of thing. Blah blah blah. Like whatever. So 4-1 on the night. I think since we've had a couple of Talishar crashes, we're just going to call the stream a few minutes early.
Lizard.
Just hit you guys with the lizard over and over again. Guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here tonight. We got a video coming tomorrow with your boy Taylor Crawford about an interesting pick in LL and why it's not a meme. So make sure you check that out. It's going to be out in the morning for all you YouTube members around 8 a.m. Eastern time. Going to be out around lunchtime for everybody else hanging out on YouTube. Don't forget, make sure you check out the Codex Journal and the Breakpoints podcast. You got a command for both of those. You got a command for both of those: !Codex or !Breakpoints in the chat. No streams this weekend, more than likely. Just kind of depends on how the weekend looks. We might stream. I'm not sure if Rochester's being streamed tonight, so we'll kind of see what happens and how that goes. But we might get a stream going. We might not. But either way, if nothing else, we'll be back on Monday. We'll have streams Monday and Tuesday next week before Worlds. Getting ready for that. We'll probably play some LL and then some CC. So, yeah. Guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. I appreciate y'all chilling tonight. I've mentioned everything else, I think. So have a good night. And if nothing else, I will see you guys on Monday. Take it easy, guys.
Kyle requested 5 subs of water. Fucking weeb. It was not water.